Since Yemen cratered into civil war in 2014, the damage and the carnage have been relentless. An estimated 56,000 civilians have died, either because of widespread food shortages, disease, or airstrikes carried out by the Saudi-led coalition in support of President Abdel-Rabbo Mansour Hadi. Now, a call to end the war from U.S. Defense Secretary Jim Mattis, whose forces provide intelligence and equipment support to the Saudi coalition.
Our goal right now is to achieve a level of capability by those forces fighting against the Houthis that they are not killing innocent people. The longer-term solution, and by longer-term, I mean 30 days from now, we want to see everybody around a peace table based on a ceasefire, based on a pullback from the border, and then based on ceasing dropping of bombs that will permit the special envoy, Martin Griffin, who's very good, he knows what he's doing, to get them together in Sweden and end this war. That is the only way we're going to really solve this. Improved accuracy of bombs is still a war. So we've got to move toward a peace effort here, and we can't say we're going to do it sometime in the future. We need to be doing this in the next 30 days. We've admired this problem for long enough down there. And I believe that the Saudis and the Emirates are ready. And in fact, had the Houthis not walked out of the last effort that Martin Griffin had going, we would probably be on our way there right now.
The Trump administration has been criticized for not keeping the Saudi-led coalition from bombing Yemeni civilians. It has blamed rebel Houthis for using civilians as human shields. Mattis told a Washington audience he doesn't want to teach the Saudis how to target Houthi fighters more effectively.
We've got to replace combat with compromise, and we are working as we speak with Mr. Martin Griffiths, the UN Special Envoy. I've met with him myself. Secretary Pompeo is talking to him frequently as we try to amass the international support. We just met in Manama, in the Manama dialogues, and this was brought up forcefully, not just by myself, but by others as well, that it's time to stop this.
Mattis's call for peace talks was backed up later on Tuesday by the Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo. He said both the Houthis and the Saudis must stop their attacks and start peace talks under UN auspices in November. The U.S. says it wants to save lives in Yemen, a point which the French Defense Minister Florence Parly underscored earlier on Tuesday.
It's a humanitarian crisis like we've never seen before. Because of this, what's important is that this war ends. It's time. It is time now that this war ends. And it's also important, and it's the priority for France, that the humanitarian situation improves and that aid is allowed through, because it's an outrageous situation.
The next step could be the hardest, convincing both sides in the Yemen civil war there is a cost for not making peace. Rosiland, Jordan, Al Jazeera, Washington.